Mount and Blade Bannerlord has been out for a few days now, more like Bangerlord because it's a banger. Get it? Moving on. Once you have completed the tutorial, your brother says, look, I'm going to take all of your troops, peace, and leaves you alone with nothing to do but sit around with your horse, really. And you have two very vague main quests to push you further into the game: find 10 nobles and return your family to glory by rebuilding your clan. I'm here to hopefully make this process a little bit easier, so let's start with rebuilding your clan. The general quest is pretty simple, and you'll check off most of these items just by playing the game and progressing your party as you go. But something that I couldn't work out was how to increase your party size. You initially start with a party of 20, or your max is 20, and you can get one or two more by setting your role to the quartermaster and by having good morale. But what you should focus on initially is getting your renown to 50 to increase your clan tier. A misconception that I saw is that it's directly linked to the rebuild your clan quest. It's not technically, although getting 50 renown is one of the things you have to do for the quest. But once you hit 50 renown, even if you don't complete the quest, your clan tier goes up and you get extra party limit to play with. It puts you up to about 45 from what I've seen. I'm not sure if the actual total is, because you get a couple extra from quartermaster and morale, that kind of thing. But this is the most surefire way to increase your party size early on, which you can check in the top right corner of your clan tab. You can see what your renown and your clan tier is. You can also increase your party size by leveling the steward skill line, but in the first few hours of the game, your focus should be on building renown and making some denier, which is the currency. The best ways to do this and get gold early on is by fighting the small groups of bandits and looters that you see around, selling the prisoners off in the local taverns. You go into the tavern district and you can sell off your prisoners. The game doesn't really tell you that, but it is there. Sell off all the loot and everything you get, and if you don't mind screwing people over, you can also do some of the side quests in the various villages that you come across. A fair amount of these side quests reward bulk cash for the early days for very minimum effort. It's just, travel X amount of distance or solve some family feud. Just be cautious though when you're choosing sides in these quests, because you will piss off one side and one side will be grateful for your actions. So just be careful about what you do there, and also never accept a quest if you're not actually going to do it, because quests do have time limits. If they fail, you'll lose reputation with that character. It's a very good idea not to accept a quest unless you're going to 100% go and do it right at that time. Finding nobles is the other main quest that you'll be sent on in the beginning. I found this quest a bit harder than the other one because it gives you virtually no direction around how to find the nobles themselves. And even if you find a noble, they might not have the information you need, but there is a few surefire ways to actually get the information you'll need and progress this storyline. So what you can do is bring up the encyclopedia by pressing N. There's a tip for you that the game doesn't actually tell you can do. There is an encyclopedia which tells you everything about the game that you could possibly want to know. So press N. Once you open that, go to the Kingdoms tab, pick one of the kingdoms, whichever one you like, click on the leader, and in the top right hand corner of the screen, you'll be able to see where they were last seen, whatever village or castle they were last at. Grab your small band of do-gooders and march your way over there. You can track the town itself by going into the town and clicking track. Once you've done that, it'll always appear on your overworld map and you should be able to make your way over there. While you're making your way across the map, you should still fight all of the bandits and looters, fight in tournaments, whatever other activities you want to do, so you can keep increasing your renown, leveling up, getting denier, just progressing your party as you go. This method is the most direct way to find the nobles, and just make sure that when you are traveling across the world, if you are traveling a large distance to find that noble, that you keep checking to see where they were last found. They're obviously going to move around. Some of them do, some of them don't, but most of them are moving around the world. So you want to make sure that you are going the right direction and you're not going to somewhere where they were at 5 days ago because it took you that long to track across the map. And during this time, you may also bump into the other nobles that you need as well that have this information. You can tell if these are the big dogs that have the information because they'll have the blue exclamation point next to their name. Just chase after them, go have a chat to them, ask them about the Battle of Bendrick, and you're on your way. One thing I would avoid though is bribing guards to get into keeps. It's going to set you back about 750 denier, which is a lot early on, and if there is no one in the keep, you've basically just thrown your denier down the river and there's nothing you can do about it. Just keep exploring and tracking down these kingdom rulers and you'll slowly find those 10 nobles you need. Quest isn't supposed to be completed immediately. It's supposed to take you a bit of time, so it's just all about exploring in the world, fighting those leaders, seeing what else comes across you, and just talk to people. If you do find a noble, talk to them, ask them about the quest. They'll probably say, oh, I don't know anything about this, but X person does. You can click on their name in the chat, it'll bring up their encyclopedia, you can see where they were last seen, and you can just continue that method of finding them. But that's all I wanted to cover today, just helping you get through those first 2 quests because they are pretty difficult and there isn't a lot of direction around what you should do. I might make another tips video and some other content about Bannerlord. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. Also put some other tips for other individuals who are watching this video because there is a lot to learn here and there is a lot the game doesn't actually tell you. So let's all knowledge share. Let's talk about it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching today. My name is NorZZa and have a great day.